to 9th October 2023. Today we are entering into our webinar series called Nunnarivu. We are having our first phase of webinar session. I know everyone are excited. So first and the foremost, the topic is like financial planning and entrepreneurship for medical students. So I would like to invite my co-organizer of today's webinar session, Mr. Jay Prakash, to give a short view of today's topic. Jay Prakash, are you online?
Yes, I'm on it.
Good.
Okay, guys. Financial planning play a crucial role in lives and medical professionals. Particularly, these are interested in entrepreneurship by working with financial advisors who specialized in financial planning and doctors. So medicos can give an valuable guidance and strategy for managing their finance efficiencies, right? So for the medical entrepreneurs, it is important to review a personal and professional courses, explore valuable options, right? So and is create the manageable plan that offers to guidance, direction, and confidence also. So this involves in considering the factors such as building an emergency fund and understanding the good bad debate also. So reviewing that the employer and benefits and creating the budget and starting and saving. So and additionally that maintain the proper and saving habitat and regularly monitor and prepare for us also. So let us excited on both on entrepreneurship and economics also. So it is really it is interesting and important topic. So rather than talking between us, so we we did warmly welcome our speaker of the day, Mr. Saravana Subramaniam, who has 14 plus years experience in this field, also embedded system and solutions. So have a traveled a length of breadth and across the country. So he had an address in few hundred of college students and small groups of past 5 years and entrepreneurship in this field, in these trainings also. So he have given multiple and self initiated entrepreneurship sessions and working individuals with past 3 years. Mentioned the young entrepreneurs that excels and space. It's micro entrepreneurships also. So the topic that would address today are the social entrepreneurship and career for engineers and entrepreneurs, power of the positivity and life skills and entrepreneurship. So then, okay, Gracie, thank you.
Thank you. So, can I go ahead?
Hello, sir. Yes.
Sure, sir,
I
sure.
just wanted to give one suggestion to the participants, that is distraction is a choice, but we request all the participants to have a notepad, pen and a water bottle with you so that you won't be distracted during the sessions. After the presentation, you'll be having an interesting QA session with the speaker. So I believe that everyone is ready for today's discussion. Without further ado, let us now have a speaker on. Thank you, sir. You can continue, sir. Over to you.
Hey, thank you. Hey, hi. Saravanan here. Okay. Let me check this. Right. We have around 30 people. Okay. I'm from Chennai and I hope everyone is coming also. If at all you have any issues, if you want me to continue in English, please let me know. Otherwise, I can, mix up both Tamil and English. Is it fine? Yeah. You can probably post it in the chat. You can, if you are if you are not comfortable with Tamil, probably you can, type 111. Easy to type 111 in the chat. Okay. Let me see if any any chat is there? No. So I hope I can continue. Right? Tamil பேசலாம்னு நினைக்கிறேன் இல்லையா? Oh, Veeraj Shah is there. Not comfortable in Tamil. Che. Okay then. I'll try to give it to you in English. All right. Okay. Almost 30 plus people are there, right? Perfect. Good. Hey, hi. Very very warm welcome to you all for the session. And my name is Saravanan. Saravanan Subramanian, right? I have over 14 plus years of experience in embedded field, embedded systems, electronics, access control, RFID, biometrics. Into that field. Across India I've traveled for projects, and recently I've started some international travels also, right? Been to Malaysia recently, met a lot of new people, understood their culture, spoke to them. I was there like 1 week, right? It is not what to say. It is not a I went there as a traveler. I just booked a ticket, booked some hotels. That's it, and then I went there and then explored by road almost 2,000 kilometers. I've traveled in 1 week and explored what are the things, what is their culture and all those things. All right, so why an international travel, or why should I understand more about other culture? I'll probably over this session you will be understanding all those things, right? Will definitely keep you updated with the other things also. I'll pass on my number also to you, and I'll also give you my Insta ID. You can go through what are all the things that I am up to, right? All right. So good evening, medicos. So excitedly talking to you all. I've been to a lot of colleges physically also. I've been to a lot of colleges. I've spoken to a lot of students about entrepreneurship, about the life skills. I have a lot of doctors in my team, right? I run a business. I run a food and nutrition business. I run a air purification system business. A lot of FMCG, and apart from that, I also do a lot of consultation for electronics side, right? So that's my background, right? And all right, so getting into why entrepreneurship, right? Before getting into that, we should find out where we are placed, right? There are about 74 medical colleges, if I'm not wrong, right? 70 plus, at least 70 plus medical colleges in Tamil Nadu, right? And there are 700 plus medical colleges in India, and around 8,500 doctors are graduating every year in Tamil Nadu, and about 90,000 doctors are graduating across India, right? Actually, this is a very small number when compared to the engineers, right? So lot more engineers are there. Almost that runs into lakhs, in fact, right? But still, so precious. But what is going to make you stand out in the crowd? What is that? What is that factor? What is that in you which is going to make you stand out in the crowd? That is more important. I would say each person will be known by their vision and their work, right? Everyone will be known by their vision and work. Let me tell you this way: vision, if at all, that should be exciting. That should be like influential. That should be inspiring, right? Where am I going to go? Say probably my vision for why I'm talking to the students now. I'll tell you. I have a business. I'm running it very successfully. Apart from that, I wanted to. I mean, when I talk about the other things, you will know, right? So most of the people have mindset for money. They want to make money. They want to have a life, a luxurious life, probably something which is materialistic and all those things. That is very much important up to a certain level, right? When the basics are covered, when the when the generational income is covered, uh, beyond that is where the maximum, like your effort should go towards the society, right? So what are we going to do about it? This is what I'm going to discuss today. And so where is entrepreneurship here? Let me tell you, there are a lot of doctors there, but entrepreneurial thoughts oda irukra doctors ரொம்ப ரொம்ப கம்மி, very very less. Am I right? So okay, அப்போ நான் வந்து I want to become an entrepreneur, but what are the skills that are required? I don't mind to become an entrepreneur, but that requires a lot of money, that requires a lot of time, that requires a lot of knowledge and experience, right? That requires a lot and lot of what to say, the prayers and a lot of other things, right? Invisible things, right? Intangibles, lot of things are there that is required to become an entrepreneur, to become a successful entrepreneur. To become an entrepreneur, you just need to have the mindset to start something. If you have money, invest and start something, that's fine. But to become a successful entrepreneur, there are a lot of skills that are required, that we will discuss, right? And getting into the um, okay, so what are the things, like if at all, I'll put it as a question, so you can answer me. um, if you want to be identified as a unique person or stand out in the crowd, what are the things that you will do? Can you post it in the chat? What are the things that you will do? Let us make it as an interactive session. What are the things required? What will you do if at all you want to stand out in the crowd? What will you do? What do you think you will do? Yeah, probably I'll give an heads up. More knowledge is required. Yeah, do something unique. Okay, have confidence to speak out, be interactive, ask questions, take the opportunity given. Very good. Uniqueness, yeah, what is that? More knowledge or niche, something niche, some niche technology, bring in something new, right? Solve problems in a way that is not done before as an entrepreneur. True. Do something what others doubt or fear or lazy to do. Very good. Dress smart and interact a lot. Oh, good, very good. True, correct. Into your field, let me put it this way, probably more knowledge and niche technology or niche skill develop பண்ணிட்டு அதில் போகலாம், right? Invent new skills. Okay, good. வேற ஏதாச்சும் இருக்கா? Anything else to be done? Okay, whatever you probably into your the first level of graduation, right? Medical. Post graduation probably you will be doing it, right? Fast, accurate diagnosis. Yes, true. Niche, pudusa pudu, you can bring in some new technology inside which is not there. Probably that is where the travel helps. You can reach out to a lot of develop communication skills and having empathy. Very good, right? So probably more degrees, right? More knowledge on what is available there outside in the international level, whatever is there which may not be there available here in India, you can bring it in, right? So or probably for some time you may work in a branded hospital, right? Some branded hospital. Good communication, yes. Efficient treatment methods, right? Super. Hey, good. Everyone is very interactive. Thank you. Being the most productive and the biggest human resource to your patient and colleagues. Excellent. Okay, right. You can open your own practice and do something on that. All these things probably, right? Perfect. Very important thing is, very important thing is entrepreneurial mindset. என்னது entrepreneurial mindset. ஒரு 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 ஆண்டர்பிரினருக்கு என்ன வேணுமோ அந்த விஷயம் கண்டிப்பா இருக்கும். Like mind is like a parachute. Keep it open. It is like an umbrella, parachute, and all those things. It works only when it is open. And the madri, keep your mind open. If at all you want to be an entrepreneur, you have to keep your antennas high, minds open, receive things, put it there, gain a lot of knowledge, know, understand the steps, understand the skills required, and gain them over a period. See, in the last part, I'll discuss about the financial points, like that you can think about. But the life skills that are required for the entrepreneur is very important. You should know. Okay, so we'll start with that now. Okay, right? Okay, the first important this is called as 6 pillars of goal setting. There are 6 different areas where you need to set your goals right to start your career, to have a flourishing business, to have a flourishing ever in coming income. That way, if at all you want to have it, then these are the 6 areas where you need to invest your time, set your right goal and all those things. Okay, now physical health, the first pillar, the first place where you need to have your where you need to have your focus is physical health. How many of you do exercise here? Can you raise hand? How many of you do exercise, physical fitness? Raise. Keep it raising. Okay, I do it. All right. Okay, almost 10 or 15 people have raised already. Good, very good. And keep up the good work, and you need to continue doing this for until you feel like I mean, there is no age limit for exercise. In fact, see, the fitness is a relative word, right? Every industry has a different fitness. See, for example, doctors' fitness is different, athletes' fitness is different, right? Cricketers, even in athletes, cricketers will have a different fitness level, and athletes who are like track events, whoever is running, all those guys, they will have a different fitness level, right? Bodybuilders will have a different that is also a sport today, right? That is also an athletic event today, right? Bodybuilding, they will have a different fitness. So fitness is a relative term. So what is your physical fitness? What is whatever you wanted to do with your health, you have to be very clear. Are you eating good food, having right mindset, right? Have a positive thought process. Keep your the second pillar is mental health. Thinking about positive things, thinking about the right things that are going to happen for you. Forget about the wrong things. See, there are தப்பா நடந்துகிட்டே தான் இருக்கும் நிறைய விஷயங்கள். Have you heard about flight, aeroplane oda flight mechanism பத்தி தெரியுமா? Flight mechanism, right? The flight mechanism, do you know how it works? 90% of the time it deviates from its direction, and only 10% of the time it goes into its direction. So it is always a correction. The flight mechanism is like always it gets corrected towards the destination. It keeps drifting away from the destination. That's how flight mechanism is that way, or ship, that is also that way. Probably the roadway transport that we do, that is a different thing. We have a steering here, we know where to go and all those things, but the pilot drives it, right? So he doesn't have a airway, right? There is no fixed pathway there, either in air or in waterways. There is no fixed path there. There is no physically they cannot see something and go, right? It is always the direction. Based on the direction they keep changing things. The flight mechanism keep changing things, and changing the direction, and that's how it reaches. Mental health is that way. Always it drifts away from the positivity. Just think, நீங்க வந்து ஒரு 5 minutes, if you are sitting alone somewhere, and you think about I mean, you don't have your mobile on hand, you don't have a book or pen or nothing in your hand. 5 minutes you are sitting somewhere. you know I can assure you, end of 1 minute, right? End of 1 minute, your brain, your mind will keep asking you questions, right? Am I in the right direction? எனக்கு இது ஒத்து வருமா? என்னால் இதை முடிச்சிட முடியுமா? அந்த கோர்ஸை முடிக்க முடியுமா? இதுக்கப்புறம் நம்ம என்ன பண்ண போகிறோம்? ஒரு பயம் வந்துட்டே இருக்கும். There will be a fear factor added to your thoughts, right? What is that? That will be there, but how are you going to redirect it to the positivity? By some statements. That is called as self-talk, right? You have to give instructions to your mind. You have to give instructions to your brain. Have you seen, I've heard, I have not seen any operations happening, but I've heard, there will be a procedural things, right? There will be a procedure, operating procedure kind of, right? After this, after this, and the senior doctor will ask for something, and junior doctors will be able to give it correctly. If there is a miscommunication there, and that's it. If there is even I know a senior doctor, senior what is it, surgeon, right? He always says that before I enter into an operation theater, I'll call all the people who will be available, even including the operation assistants, doctors and nurses, or people there, assistants who are there. I will call everyone and have a single thought that this operation is going to be successful, and this patient will be hale and healthy coming out of the going out of the hospital very soon. You have to have this mindset and come inside. Don't have whatever may happen, probably the BP may go low, or the oxygen levels may drop, or the rhythm of heart may be different, but what may happen all across over the operation period, whatever happens, you don't worry about. Just a minute. Okay, so all these things will be there, right? You don't have to you have to correct yourself. You have to give a statement to it, and you have to correct it. He'll say this. The surgeon will, the chief surgeon, who has around 22 years of experience, right? He will give this instruction to all the inmates of the operation theater, right? So he said that very clearly. Even if one person having a negative thought about this operation, then I'll talk to them and give them a clear-cut statement. This is what you need to say. Okay, I'll give out the statement now. With God, all things are possible. This person is getting all right. He's overcoming this situation and overcoming this condition, and he is hale and healthy, happy, joining his family. Right? This is a statement that he will give it to his inmates in the operation theater, operation assistants. Okay. So whatever maybe the situation comes, when you are going through, you have to give this statement to your brain and say that, correct the direction towards positivity. All right, got it? Perfect. See, there is a certain level of positivity. There is some sort of negativity. There is some sort of some people will say, you have to think about all the negative outcomes also. That is, say for example, you should be prepared for it. There is no second thought about it. See, when you are getting into an operation theater, you don't have an anesthesia, anesthetist. What do you call him? Anesthetist, right? So anesthetist, you don't have an anesthetist with you. You cannot get into an operation theater with just like that. The anesthetist comes in, gives the injection, or through oxygen, whatever. If he gives it, and gets out of the operation theater, and the operation runs for say 2 hours. After 1 hour, the patient comes back to conscious. What will happen, right? So we have to book the anesthesia for 2 hours, right? All through the thing, you will have them, right? I'm just trying to give some examples into your field, so that you will be able to relate more and understand things better. Okay, so this is what called as being prepared for negative occasions, negative things. But giving instruction to your brain stating that that will not happen, anyways you are going to have the right thing happening for this patient, right? For me, for my personal thing. All right, so this is not just during the students life. Even when you start your practice, or even after few years of experience, this statement will help you. Okay, statement, the self talk. Probably I'll suggest you what to say when you talk to yourself. This is a book. Okay, what to say when you talk to yourself. Probably I can share you some PDF also. I'll pass on my number. You can text me, or WhatsApp me. I'll with your name, your college name, and ask for the book. I'll send you the PDF. Okay, so what to say when you talk to yourself. Okay, that's a book, amazing book. I have read it several times, and gifted it to a lot of students. When I met people, I gifted it to a lot of students who are I mean, there are some criteria. Okay, so I've given it to them, and all of them have thanked me, coming back to me saying that that book helped me a lot, and wherever I am right now, it is because of that book. Super book. What to say when you talk to yourself. Okay, perfect. Right. So what is the next third important thing? First thing is physical health. The second thing is mental health. The third one, very important one, is family. Right? What is your goal for your family? Probably for your parents, probably for the upcoming family, your spouse. What is that for your kids? What is there in your thought process? Probably a lot of people, they run behind the career, and they don't understand that they run behind money, they run behind their career alone, and they miss out on all other aspects. They lose their physical health. They'll they lose their mental health, peace of mind. They lose it. See, goal of every goal is peace of mind. Am I right or not? Goal of every goal is peace of mind. So you should have peace of mind. End of the day, if you don't have it, it is not going to help it. So the peace of mind, the first thing internal, which we talked about in the mental health section, the family section. It is very, very important that you take care of your family. You set the standard for your family. You have the right guidance or inspiration for the family. See, a man without a goal perishes. Means even in fact it is there in the Bible, right? I have not read across ella Bible na padichadu kediyadu, but I have read it. I have listened to a person who said that in Bible it is mentioned that a man without a goal perishes. He doesn't have a future, right? So have a right goal for your family, right? Inspire them, right? Then the fourth important thing is handling your finance. Don't mishandle your finance. Finance is the fourth important goal. We'll talk about that finance part later, very much more points we can discuss, but the basics don'ts of finances. Don't buy something to get appreciations from others, or what to say, to impress others, right? If you buy something to impress others, you will have to sell out something that may be of great use for you. You know what I mean? There are some people who, I have an iPhone, but I didn't buy this iPhone until probably 17 18 years of experience. I am using iPhone for the last 1 year, right? I would have I invested my money only when I have the money on hand. I didn't invest the money which I don't have, or I didn't invest just because I have to show off to people. Okay, I have some usage now. I have some things to be done with the iPhone, so I bought it now. And my finance is good, so beyond that I went ahead and bought it. But before that, if you are buying it, I don't know. If somebody is using an iPhone as a status symbol, let me tell you very clearly, status actually comes from your I mean, there is no harm in showing up, or showing off. Nothing wrong. That's very very good, but there should be a purpose underneath it, right? So you should have some thoughts behind all these things. Okay, fine. So finance, let's say, don't waste money. Whatever the first money that you make, you invest that money. Okay, are you getting my point? You in the first money, whatever money you make, always there should be something called as seed money. Farmers used to say it as seed money. So say for example, farmers, when say this year they get some crops, very good crops are grown, the yield is good. Okay, they keep aside at least one sack or two sacks of depending upon their thing. Vedanel சொல்லுவாங்க. I don't know how to say it in English. Vedanel, that is, that somebody unmuted. Somebody unmuted. Want to speak? Okay, right. So வெதநெல்லுன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க, ரைட்? அது அந்த அறுவடை பண்ண அந்த நெல் or seed, அதை எடுத்து வச்சிருப்பாங்க. எதுக்குன்னா, for the next year or the next quarter or the next half of the year, they'll sow it again. Without that, they will not sell off everything. If they sell off everything, there will not be anything left out for them to sow in the next period, right? So likewise, there is something called as seed money. Every month you make some money. Once you start making money, right, you keep aside at least 15% of that money. You invest that money. Where to invest and all those things, probably I'll give you some guidance now to understand things better. Probably you can go through later, right? Keep aside 15% of that. Don't waste money is the first point. The second one is invest 15% of your income every month. Okay, right? And probably you can have savings, and then you can upgrade your lifestyle slowly. There is no harm in that. After investing, after saving, investment is different from saving. Okay, so investment is something which which you will make money, or which you will get back in multiple folds after a few years. That is investment. Savings is something for dry days, for some few weeks where probably the lockdown times kind of, okay, where nothing was opened. You may be needing some money for your regular use itself, right? So those things you can, for that is what called as a saving. Okay, all right. So that's what all about your finance. We'll discuss more about the finance also. All right. Then the fifth pillar is, okay, we have talked about physical health, mental health, family, finance, and the fifth one is connection between you and the God. How good are you? Somebody was talking about empathy. Okay, so somebody in the chat window they posted about empathy. How good are you? How good a citizen are you? How good a doctor are you? How good a person as a person are you? Right? What do you do when others don't see you? That is more important. That is your character. When others see, yeah, we are a social animal. Human being is a social animal, right? We are all social animals. When people are there around, we do things, right? So they shouldn't think wrong about us. They should, all those things will be there. We think about all those things, and yes, we are good people in front of others. What do you do when others are not there? What do you see when others are not there? What do you read when others are not there? Right? That is the connection between you and the higher energy. It may be God for most of you, but some of you, if you don't believe in God, that's universe, right? So what you send out. So when you read something, you send out something. When you see something, you send out something. Some energy, some vibrations, some prayers, whatever. Or you can call it anything. So that's your connection between you and the God, or you and the universe, right? And the next important thing, the sixth pillar of your goal. So have a goal for your personal time. Have a goal for your connection between you and the God, right? For you and the universe. What connection do you have? That is the fifth one. So the sixth most important pillar is doing back to the society. What are you planning to do back to the society? See, as an entrepreneur, I work, I do turnover, I do a lot of turnover in terms of into lakhs every month. I make profit. I'm good. I running a very comfortable life. I don't go out anywhere. I sit at home and build my business. I don't go out anywhere. Right? I travel a lot across India. I have been traveling with family, not for job. With the family, I've traveled. I've now started, as I told you earlier, as I have started traveling international, destinations. All these things are there. Beyond that, what am I going to do back to my society? That is what I was thinking. Something not for money. So see, I could have very well invested my time, this probably 1 hour of my time in my business, and made some more money, right? But what am I doing here? I'm trying to talk to the young minds, put some value addition. uh, that let me tell you, we are like almost 30 plus people were here. I'll put it this way: 30 minds I'm investing my 1 hour of time. It is actually multiplying into 30 hours. Am I right? So probably some of you, once you grow up, once you start your practice, or probably once you are successful, you want to get into the next level where you can do something back to the society. With the same, talk to your juniors, help them to understand value system. And there are core steps that I can share. Probably, I don't know if we have time, or one of your question shoots out to that core. Probably we'll discuss about that. But so doing something back to the society in your own way need not be talking to the students or talking to the society. No, it may not be that way. Probably some free service somewhere, or helping a needy person somewhere, identifying. See, there are a lot of people who ask for help, but it may not be there. The originality may not be there. They may fake their situation, right? They may say, I have a difficult situation, give me money. See, I don't give money to people. I give them service. I give them, I support them morally. I don't give money to people. You know why? Once they get the money, and they'll start developing a guilty conscience, and they'll not pick my call. This guy is calling me to get my get the money back only. If at all I have an important information that can help him to grow, he may be missing that because he got money from me. Okay, so I don't give money to anybody. But suppose if at all you can help people in a way that you can, it is well and good. It comes back to you in a different way. It comes back to the next generation in a different way. So that's what we do, right? So do something back to the society. So however you want to do, you can do it, right? All right. So these are the goal setting places. Like this is the vision you should have, right? So the first and foremost thing is vision. What vision you are going to have? We discussed about 6 pillars of goal setting, 6 pillars of the vision that you should have in all these 6 areas, right? Is it clear? So should I repeat it? Should I summarize it? Physical health, mental health, family, finance, connection between you and the God, doing something back to the society. These are the 6 places that you need to decide what you need to do. You should have a vision. See, when you start and getting into an entrepreneurial mindset, the first thing is vision. Without a vision, you cannot move forward, right? Anywhere, any travel is that way. So entrepreneurial travel is also that way. You should have a vision, where you are going, what you are going to do, all these things you should know. So the next part, after once you decide your vision, the next part is have a right business plan. If at all you are starting your own business, you should have a different business plan. What proportion you are going to give? Probably if you are starting a hospital or a small clinic or probably a pharmaceutical business, yes, you can start a pharmaceutical business. You can have some D Farm or B Farm license holders to run the shop, right? So probably something like that you can get into, or it may be into medical equipments, right? You may start. So what is your business plan? What proposition you are going to have? But let me tell you, if at all you have a background of business or a background of doctor or medicine doctor, in that line, if your parents are there or your close relatives are there who can guide you, mentor you, right, then probably you can start right away after your thing, like your college or your PG or whatever. But if it is not, then probably you should work somewhere, gain experience, but you should have this end in mind. You're going to start your business, so you are not just like a duty doctor. You cannot just get into a hospital, see the patient and come out of it. No, if you do it that way, you can remain the same. But if you have the end in mind, if you are going to be an entrepreneur, if you want to run a business, if you want to have a big hospital, a network of hospital, brand, if you want to build a hospital brand, first you should be a brand. You know what I mean? You should be a brand first. So say if at all when even in my relative side and friend side, when they think about me, they will have a brand value. He is this. He will not do this. He will do this. Likewise, there should be a brand value for yourself, right? So he speaks, only truth. He speaks positive. He stays positive. He works hard. He comes for functions, but whenever he is available, he will definitely come. If he's not coming, then he is really busy. So that's what they will think, right? They will not think bad about me. So that is how a brand I have built in the last 14-15 years. Okay, so you have to build a brand for yourself, and that is where is important. So the third important thing that you need to have mindset to become an entrepreneur is resilience. Resilience, right? A ship is made to float, right? To travel in the ocean, right? And it is the safest. What is the safest place for a ship? In the dock, ship dock, right? Wherever they make it, it is very safe there. But it is not made for being safe, right? It is to be sent out in the vessel has to be sent out, right? So you have to get into the real world. Once you finish your degree, definitely there will be hardships. There will be lot of troubles. There will be lot of pain, right? But that pain you should make it into a pleasure with your vision. Okay, that that pain pleasure principle works. Make a note of it. Pain pleasure principle. What is that? If you make your pain into a pleasure, right, uh, you'll be very very successful. If you go through the pain, don't stop or quit there. You go through the pain, take it as a pleasure. You will be successful on the other side, right? Any good sailor will be loving to ride or probably sail, when you call it as when there is a storm. Okay, so resilience, you have to have that, right? Any hardships, ups and downs in the business, ups and downs in life. You are recently I got so much inspired about Vijay Antony, right? Vijay Antony, actor Vijay Antony, I hope everyone knows. You guys see movies, listen to music, right? So if you do it, recently his daughter is dead, like still, uh, 2 weeks time he came out for promoting his movie, because the producers have invested money. The movie has to be released. You cannot jeopardize that, right? So he said, okay, fine, give me a week's time, I'll come out of it, and as per the schedule I'm ready for promotions. He came out, right? So don't mix up your personal thing and the business, personal thing and your studies. Personal, probably some relationship problems will be there, some study related problems may be there, or whatever. Don't let it affect the other part. If your health is not good, don't let it disturb your relationships. If your relationship with your probably a boyfriend, girlfriend, or your parents, whatever is not so good, don't let it disturb your studies. If your studies is not good, don't let it disturb your physical health. Okay, if your physical health, this is what I hope you got what I mean, right? Compartmentalize it, have resilience, you handle it that way. I have been through a lot of hardships. Whenever I go through that, I take a nap. I don't get into the next activity without that short break. Like I take 15-20 minutes of break. I'll go sleep, push off all those negative feel out of me, and then get back to the next work. I will not let that bad moment ruin my day. Okay, I will not let a bad day ruin my week. I will not let a bad week ruin my month. Just a single month of inactivity or loss or something, I will not let it disturb my year. I will not let a bad year ruin my career, my vision, my thoughts, my goals. I will not let it happen. Okay, so have that resilience. That's important. Okay, right? So we have seen vision in that 6 pillars of goals. All these things we have seen. Business plan. You have to work on a business plan. We have discussed that. You have to build resilience, that we discussed. And the most important part, that the other next 3 parts are whatever I've been telling you now is building your character. Okay, the other three things are something that you need to put activities, actions into it. Okay, so networking, you have to network. You have to be in touch with your friends, probably in different fields. It may be into engineering, maybe into auditing, maybe into legal services. Probably when you finish your +2, your school, higher secondary, right? You got into medical. Not everyone would have got into medical, right? Somebody would have got into different field. Keep them all in touch. Stay connected through LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, whatever possible, WhatsApp, whatever possible, right? Stay connected with them all. Why? Probably in the future, if at all you need somewhere, see, you cannot know everything in a business. You cannot know, and you need not know everything in the business. but you should know where to get connected and get the detail. Okay, so that is where the networking, and you should be well connected with your seniors, well connected with your juniors. Okay, if you need resources, you can take from your juniors. If you need help or guidance, you can take it from your seniors. So always be in touch with them. Have alumni meetings. You conduct alumni meetings. Bring them in. Talk to them. Understand what is happening in the real world. That networking part is very important. Got it? Yes. Are you all with me? Anyone feeling sleepy? Is it okay? Shall I continue? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Probably you can type again 111 in chat window. Somebody who is not seeing would think, oh, why this 111 now? 111. Yes, are they with me? Okay, good. Started coming. Why 111? It is easy to type. That's all. Nothing else. Yeah, started coming. Yes. Hey, good. Very good. You're there. Right. Perfect. Thank you. Good. You're there. Good. Right. Good. Perfect. Right. So networking is important. So you heard about it. So you know where to network, who are all to network. Right. Got it. So if in the Q&A session, probably we'll start in another 5 minutes. We can start our Q&A. We'll discuss. If you have any questions, you can ask in that. Right. And then the fifth important thing we even discussed in financial management is very important, right? That comes into budgeting when you start your business. Okay, budgeting, cash flow is important. Say there should be compartmentalizing the income. You may be getting, say probably from say you are running a hospital and you will be having an inbuilt pharmacy there. There will be a good cash flow in the pharmacy side. There may not be a good cash flow in the laboratory side. Labs, you will have an inbuilt lab, right? There should be a proper budgeting for lab, because you may be requiring funds to bring in new equipments, funds to bring in new test, conduct some tests, right? And so how you are budgeting and what is the cash flow that is required, right? Say there should be a consistent cash flow every month, whether whether it rains or shines. There should be a minimum cash flow that is happening. That should happen for paying out the human resources that you are having. Correct? And that cash flow is very important. That you should understand, right? How will you understand that? First of all, there is something like that. Cash flow is there. There is something like budgeting is there. All these things you should know. And when we talk about, I wanted to discuss about this financial management. I said later I'll discuss, right, the finance part. What you can do is there is a personal finance, there is a business finance. In personal finance, you should know probably that 15% of your income, the first month income that I am talking about, that 15% you probably invest in SIP. What is that SIP? Systematic investment plans. You can go to any bank. They know nowadays ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank, they also have SIPs, right? You can go to them. You will be having an account with them anyways. There you can ask them what is the best plan for systematic investment plan. Monthly I'll pay something. Say for example, if you are making 35,000 rupees or 50,000, I'll make it as 50,000 rupees, right? 50,000 rupees. 10% of it is 5,000 rupees. I'll give you every month 5,000 rupees. You invest in SIP. Likewise, you have to do it. When should you start? Right from the first income that you make. Probably by the time you are 23 or 25, you may be making that money. So or 25 or 30, I don't know. You know it better. So so when you start making that money, invest at least 5,000. The earlier you start, the better it is. I'll make a note of it. SIP calculator. SIP, systematic investment plan. SIP calculator. What is that SIP calculator? You know, search for it online. You will get something. You invest monthly this much and put return of interest. See, in banks and all, you will get some 7%, 6.5%, 7% fixed deposit rate of interest and all. Rate of interest, you make it as 12%. SIP and average is 12%. If you make it right, and you keep investing for 20 years, you calculate, okay, 20 into 12 into 5, that is the amount that you would have, that is the thousands of amount that you would have invested. Okay, say I will say 60,000 per year. Okay, 60,000 per year, and for 20 years, that would be 1.2 crores or 12 lakhs. What is it? 12 lakhs. Right, 20 years, 12 lakhs. You would have invested 12 lakh rupees. But after 20 years, you may be making around 3.5 crores, 4 crores. Okay, so why is it important? You need to keep your personal finance very clear. Even if your business goes down, only that your personal finance. I talked about that goal, right? Family goal, finance goal, right? That family should not be disturbed because of your business is not doing good. Say for example, the age of 40, you're starting your business. 5 years you are running good. After 5 years, something happens, and you are not able to run the hospital in a profitable way. Okay, so by the time you started 25, 20, by the age of 25, you started investing. By age 45, you are making say 4 crore rupees in your is available for you, 4 crore rupees, right? So you don't have to worry about your personal finance. You will only have to think about your business goals, business finance. Correct? If at all your income, your personal finance is depending upon your business income, business finance only, then you will be in trouble. When your business goes down, your finance will be in trouble. You will be disturbing your family, your mental health, your physical health. Everything will be collapsed. Am I right? So you have to have a personal finance goal, and then a business goal, finance goal. Okay. So I hope I have made some points here and there. And invest in real estate. Invest in getting plots, empty plots with proper documentation. You have to understand that a lot of nitty-gritties in that. You have to get a legal opinion and all to get empty lands. If at all you want to run a hospital, you need a big land. If at all you want to run a small clinic, you need at least say 1,000 square feet, right? A small clinic, probably with 5 or 10 beds. If at all you want to run a hospital, small hospital, a multi-specialty hospital kind of, you need one ground or probably 2 grounds of it, right? So these things you need to plan. So invest, have that mind. What do you want to do? Where do you want to do? And invest. Start investing. Probably in the outskirts of Chennai. Probably in somewhere in the B towns. I would say. Say Madurai, Coimbatore, and the second even in the belt, Theni, Dindakal, or Trichy, right? Likewise, places you can start investing in land plots. Not now. I'm not saying now. Probably after 10 years time, you can start investing in that, so that when you want to do something big, you can mortgage that loan. You wanted to know about the financials, how you will raise fund for investments, right? For your investment, you can mortgage that land. You can start a business there. You can have a farmland there. Whatever, right? Whatever you want to do, you can do it there. So there are different type of farmlands are there. Lands are there, farmlands are there. Commercial lands are there where it will be in the main road. It will take more commercial property tax, right? So likewise, you will have all those things. Okay, so I mean, understand this. I mean, I'm just putting all these things into your mind so that you will have a mind share to know about all these things. You have to do a lot of research. In 1 hour, I may not be able to do justice, to give all the information I have, right? So I'm just giving you all the inputs, triggers, where you can go through, do a lot of research in this. See, this is very difficult. On top of your studies, you have to do it, but still, you keep on some 15-20 minutes, have a discussion with somebody. Go through some YouTube videos, go through some information and understand things. Okay, so this is important, right? And then the most very 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 important skill is people skill. People skill, handling people. There is a book called Skill with People by Les Giblin, or I should say, Les Giblin. Les Giblin. Okay, is the author. Skill with People, right? You may be charging 1,000 rupees per consultation, but when they come in, when you are not talking in the right way, you are very hard in talking, you don't understand their pain problem, right? They, you're just you know it by your, but you're diagnosing it rightly. You're asking questions, diagnosing it, and giving the pills to them and sending them off. That's fine. They'll be cured also, but they may not come back to you, or they may not refer you to somebody else who may be in need of you. You know why? They should have a feel good factor about you. That is important. That skill, people skills. How is it going? You should understand the profession, probably some corrections here and there. How they can change their lifestyle. All these things you can will have do a value addition to them, and that will bring you more business. So have this in mind. Skill with people, and not only with the patients I'm talking about. You have to have human resources across your job, or you'll be having your higher authority in your job, or you may be having a team of doctors under you working. You may be having the near future, right? So you should know how to handle them. Don't rub them on the wrong side. Somebody is hurt, try how to get them out of that hurt, how to get them out of a guilt feeling. You should know, right? These things are very important life skills. Okay, so super. And the marketing and sales skill, yes, irunda nalladu. Marketing and sales, if it is there, well and good. If it is not there, you have to hire the right person there in that place. Okay, but definitely you should have people skill. Nobody is going to replace that for you. People skill is very much important, that you need to possess. Okay, you ask me, take down my number 9840 321 788. 9840 321 788. I've given 2 books now. I talked to you about 2 books, right? Make a note of those 2 books. Ask me about it. Probably I'll send you whatever PDF or scanned copies, whatever I have, I'll send it to you. Right? Perfect. And then I think I'm pretty much done with the things that I wanted to cover. Right? Yeah, that's it. Right? Like you always said, you need to communicate. So this is the right time for you to communicate. You can communicate. You can ask your questions. If at all you have any questions, you can very well ask me. Over to you, Gracie.
Thank you, sir. That it was really nice and it was so interactive. And as requesting the students and the persons to now open the control panel for posting your questions so that sir can be able to answer your questions.
And yeah. I'm sending you. Stay connected through my social network. Okay, Facebook, Insta handle, WhatsApp. Even it in everyone would have received it, right? Yeah, Psychology of Money is a good book. You can definitely read Bashmika. Yes, Psychology of Money. I've read it. You can have Audible is there. Somebody who cannot read books. Reading book is very very good, very important. In case if you want an alternative for that, you can install this Audible from Amazon. No, you can or Kindle reader. You can read e-books, and with Audible, you can listen to those books. Right, probably some subscription is there, or some you have to purchase the books. You can do that. Yes, or Psychology of Money and all is there in even Spotify. Spotify Psychology of Money book is there. You can even listen from. And you can I hope. Gracie, have you got my Facebook, Insta, and WhatsApp things numbers?
No, sir. I think like it is displayed in the chat box. It seems like.
I've posted in chat box. Okay.
Yes, sir. I'll post it in the group also, sir. Participants in the group, I'll post it on, sir.
Yeah. And I also need feedback from you all. So,
Definitely, sir. That is being prepared, and I'll also I'll request all the participants to after the session finishes, there is a Google Meet form will be sent to the participants group, and you can just share those feedback and your experience during the session, sir. So, sir, he'll get ஒரு பாசிட்டிவ் இது இருக்கும்ல சார், ஃபினிஷிங்ல எப்படி இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்றது. வாட்ஸ் யுவர் செஷன் சார்? ஹவ் இஸ் யுவர் வியூ பாயிண்ட்? செஷன் எப்படி போயிட்டு இருக்கு?
perfect.
Was it okay, sir? Is it satisfying?
Yeah. See, I'm happy talking to you all. That is first. ரொம்ப important. இது வந்து if it is a physical session, I'll be able to see their faces. Will understand somebody is sleepy or somebody understands things better, or somebody is interested in that topic. No, now I don't know. I've given it, so I am I will know how the session went only with the feedback that I get.
So actually, if you ask me personally, I'm so quite so satisfied, sir, because the thing I didn't imagine this could be so interactive and nice, and even I took points. The things whatever you said, I just took, and I have the habit of reading books, sir. And the first book that I've read is the subconscious, the power of subconscious mind. Yeah, sir. That's the spark that I got. When books படிக்கிற பழக்கம் வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் அந்த ஸ்பார்க் எனக்கு அந்த புக்ல இருந்தா சார் வந்துச்சு. So it was so nice, and I could imagine அந்த மாதிரி சில பாயிண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் என் கூட கனெக்ட் பண்ணி பார்த்துக்கிட்டேன், and it was nice, sir.
Very good. Super. Thank you. And there is one more book. First படிச்ச book which is from where you are to where you want to be in சொல்லிட்டு ஜாக் கான்ஃபீல்ட் book. Wherever we are, எங்க போகணும்னு நினைக்கிறோம் அப்படிங்கிறது ஒரு புக். ஒரு 25 சக்சஸ் பிரின்சிபல்ஸ் அதுல கொடுத்திருப்பாரு, என்ன பண்ணணும்னு ஸ்டெப்ஸ் கொடுத்திருப்பாரு. சூப்பரா இருக்கும். ஜாக் கான்ஃபீல்டோடது from where you are to where you want to be. ரெட் கலர்ல ஒரு புக்.
ஓகே சார், கண்டிப்பா நெக்ஸ்ட் அத படிக்கிறேன் சார்.
யா,
புக்ஸ் கொஞ்சம் ஃப்ரீயா கிடைக்குது, நல்லா இருக்கும் சார்.
சூப்பர். any questions?
Yes, from the participant side, ஏதாவது questions ஏதாவது ரைஸ், you can just do it now. If not, within a minute we'll conclude the session, sir.
Perfect. எனக்கு வந்து அந்த ஷீட் அனுப்புங்க. that is where you will have participant name, WhatsApp number, அவங்களோட feedback எப்படி இருந்துச்சுன்னு, so that I will also save their number and respond to them with the அவங்களோட feedback படிச்சுட்டு I will respond to them, and I can send them some materials to go through. I'll share things. Okay. Small do investment with our daily pocket money. So what is your daily pocket money? How much is that? How much is your daily pocket money? And 100 rupees a day. Okay. So monthly you will be making something like 3,000 rupees, right? Perfect. And how much are you able to save in out of that? How much are you able to save? Even 1,000 rupees is good. 1,000 rupees, if at all you want to invest, yes, you can definitely do. The best investment that I would do, I would say is, like, if at all you have 1,000 rupees, uh, 50 rupees a day you can spare, so which means 1,500 rupees a month. Yeah, you can, probably, if at all you want some returns out of it, அந்த மாதிரி யோசிச்சிங்க அப்படின்னா, let me tell you, அதில் வந்து ஒரு probably something like ஒரு 1,500க்கு எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு ஓகே இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட் அப்படின்னா எஸ்ஐபின்னு சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தேன் இல்லையா, சிஸ்டமேட்டிக் இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட் பிளான், அந்த மாதிரி நீங்கள் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணலாம். யூ கேன் ரீச் அவுட் டு அ பேங்க் அண்ட் டூ இட். பட் அது வந்து ஆனால் டு ஸ்டார்ட் வித் அது வந்து 2,000 rupees மினிமம் வரும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். To start with, at least 2,000 rupees should be there. Monthly 2,000 rupees you can invest. You can start that even now. That you can do. Or like, invest in yourself. Books, audios, more courses. Sorry? Oh, okay. So that's an information for me. In fact, I'll tell you. Invest in yourself. Okay, what are all the part-time jobs that we can do while doing our first year of MBBS? Not only first year of MBBS. Any time you can do, right? Part-time business பண்ண முடியும், right? I give opportunity to people, right? Part-time பண்ற நிறைய students என்னோட part of it, they are working with me, right? I can do that. எப்பவுமே ஆனா நீங்க என்ன இதுல பார்க்கணும் அப்படின்னா, ஸ்கேலபிலிட்டி, ரைட்? சம்திங் யூ ஸ்டார்ட் ஸ்மால் அண்ட் அது வந்து பெருசா லார்ஜ் ஸ்கேல்ல கொண்டு போக முடியுமா, அதுக்கான வாட் இஸ் ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி இஸ் தேர் இன் தட், அது வந்து பார்க்கணும். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் திங். செகண்ட் ஒன் வந்துட்டு, கேன் யூ டூ சம்திங் வித்தவுட் எனி இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட்ஸ்? தட் இஸ் ஆல்சோ இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட், ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். காசை போட்டு நீங்க ஒரு புதுசா ஒன்று பண்ண போறீங்க அப்படின்னா, ஐ வுட் சஜஸ்ட் டோன்ட் டூ தட். நான் போய் ஏதோ ஒன்று பண்ண போறேன், அதுக்கு நான் இவ்வளோ இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்ண போறேன் அப்படின்னா, நான் இது வரைக்கும் நான் பார்த்த வரைக்கும் நான் காசு இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணி எந்த ஒரு பார்ட் டைம்லயோ இதுலயோ வந்து பெருசா பணம் சம்பாதிச்சது கிடையாது யாரும். ஓகே, தட் இஸ் லாட் ஆஃப் ஏன்னா அப்படி நம்ம அதுக்கு நம்ம ஓகே ஆயிட்டோம் அப்படின்னா என்ன ஆகும்னா, பெட்டர் டிகிரி உங்களோட ப்ரொஃபஷன்ல யூ கேனாட் டூ. ஓகே, நீங்க வந்து ஒரு டிகிரி இல்லாம நீங்க யூ கேனாட் ட்ரீட் சம், ரைட்? ஸோ ஐ எம் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்னு சொல்லிக்கிட்டு நீங்க போய் எதுவும் பண்ண முடியாது. பட் ப்ராபப்ளி சம்வேர் யூ கேன் ட்ரெயின் பீப்புள் ஃபார் சிபிஆர்லாம் உங்களுக்கு தெரியும், கற்றுக்கிட்டீங்க அப்படின்னா அந்த சிபிஆர் ட்ரெயின் பண்ணுறது, ரைட்? அந்த எமர்ஜென்சியில் ஹவு டு ஆக்ட்ங்கிறத ட்ரெயின் பண்ணுறதை பண்ணலாம். பட் யூ கேனாட் டூ கன்சல்டேஷன், யூ கேனாட் டூ தோஸ் திங்ஸ். பட் அந்த ட்ரெயின் பண்ணுறதுக்குமே ஐ திங்க் தெர் இஸ் சம் சர்டிஃபிகேஷன் சம்வேர். யூ ஹவ் டு ஐடென்டிஃபை வாட் இஸ் இட் அண்ட் யூ ஹவ் டு டூ இட். Anand Sabarinath, I hope I have answered your question. Right, and e-commerce la nariya options irukku. Probably e-commerce one of the thing I can help you with. So somebody wants to part time na pananum nenikiren alla irundinga, you let me know. We do free boot camp. Perfect. So any more questions?
I hope that's it, Nanikra sir. So still, but participants and students side la irundho any questions na, you can just personally neenga sir vandu text panniyo, you can ask the questions whatever you want, so you can clear your doubts and further unga life la neenga upgrade pandradhukana works nariya pannalam. So let's conclude the session. Thank you, sir. Your expertise on the topic of financial planning and entrepreneurship was evident, and your insights provided a new perspective that generated thought-provoking discussions among our students. So thank you so much, sir, and we were all thoroughly engaged by your presentation. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Happy talking to you all. Waiting for feedback.
Okay, sir. It's a great pleasure, sir. And the most important thing is, without the participants of this
Sorry?
cooperation cargo, sir, and for sharing your valuable insights and feedback. For the students, sir, special thanks அவங்களுக்கும் நம்ம provide பண்ணுவோம் sir. It's a special thanks to students for participating in this webinar session. So, and we appreciate your contribution and hope that the event to be a valuable learning experience. Your support means a lot to us. Thank you. And also, please feel free to share your feedback in the Google form, which will be later shared in the WhatsApp group. Thank you once again, and thank you, sir.
Bye.
Participants to kindly stay, please, because there is a small announcement to you. The second phase of Nunnarivu, a webinar about the AI in medical field, that is artificial intelligence in the medical field, is going to be held on 3rd October 2023 at 5 o'clock p.m. tomorrow. So as the two sessions have two different speakers, so individually they will be sharing a lot of viewpoints regarding the artificial intelligence. So the purpose of this webinar is to explain the role of artificial intelligence in the medical field. So we would be glad if you all could join and participate in tomorrow's session. So that's it for today, everyone. We appreciate you for being here. We could also like to thank everyone who made this webinar series possible. So thanks again for joining us today, and I'm Miss Gracie signing off. Thank you.